Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Ernes Natasya from 3BC class, student number 14. Today, I will present to you the journal article from International Journal of Business and Society, volume 21, number 1, has published in 2020, page number 96 until 110. The title is Enhancing Innovative Work Behavior in, in the Hospitality Industry and for result research from East Java, Indonesia. Table of content for this journal article is Innovative Work Behavior. There are procedural justice, interactional justice, knowledge collecting, and knowledge donating. Abstract, innovative work behavior has received special attention in the hospitality context because of its important role in increasing the competitive advantage of the organization. The study used a survey method with 255 respondents. We analyzed the data using the analysis of moment structure or AMOS for structural equation modeling or SEM. The results showed that procedural justice and interactional justice have a positive effect on innovative work behavior. Furthermore, knowledge sharing acts as mediator between them. This study highlights the role of knowledge sharing, procedural justice, and interactional justice in innovative work behavior and provide further advice on how supervisors can improve innovative work behavior in their organization. Introduction. Nowadays, Nowadays, innovation is an important factor for adapting to rapid economic change and gaining competitive advantage. Employee innovation behavior is an important factor to produce innovation. It's from Ederson, Platonic, and Zhu in 2014. The ability of employees to be innovative and creative is very necessary in improving the ability of hotels to gain competitive advantage. It's from Control Diaz Yogo in 2014. Innovative work behavior is needed in hospitality industry to produce the best performance, namely by always generating creative ideas in work process, method, service, or new products. From Hon 2011. East Java is known for its main attraction and tourist destination, as well as the center of agribusiness and manufacturing. Besides that, it is also the center of various business activities, shopping centers, culinary, as well as a transit area between Central Java and Bali. This assortment is able to attract domestic and foreign tourists to visit East Java. The number of domestic and foreign tourists in 2011, sorry, the number of domestic and foreign tourists in 2018 experienced an increase of 15% compared to 2017. The increase in domestic and foreign tourists was inseparable from the growth of hotel in East Java. The number of star hotel in East Java in 2018 increased by 25% compared to 2017 from BPS in 2018. It can be said that the growth of star hotels in East Java is greater than the growth of tourists. This has an impact on competition for guests to stay at a hotel. Currently, the room occupancy rate of star hotels in East Java is still 54%, According to the chairman of the Indonesian Hotel and Restaurant Association, or PHRI, or Perhimpunan Hotel dan Restoran Indonesia, the occupancy rate of star hotels in East Java is expected to be at least 70%. The increase of the number of hotels certainly has an impact on the increasingly competitive hospitality industry in East Java. The competition is a challenge for hospitality industry to continue to be innovative and competitive in providing superior service to its guests. In this study, we predict that the difference in previous research is due to the presence of mediator variables between procedural justice and interactional justice variable with innovative work behavior. The study used knowledge collecting and knowledge donating as mediator variables to bridge the influence of procedural justice and interactional justice on innovative work behavior supervisor. Based on the theoretical studies, knowledge sharing is a social interaction that involves exchanging experience, information, skill, or expertise from Wang and Nu 2010, Concro in 2011. Knowledge sharing is essential to enable critical and creative thinking to develop new ideas, which is crucial to generate innovative work behavior. 2. Literature review. Knowledge sharing is a process where individuals exchange knowledge and create new knowledge together. Knowledge sharing consists of two categories, namely knowledge donating and knowledge collecting. Knowledge donating refers to giving one's own intellectual capital to others. Knowledge collecting refers to consulting other people to get a portion of their intellectual capital. Both processes are conceptually separate and different, and therefore we consider them as two separate variables in our analysis. 3. Methodology. Respondents in this study were supervisors in chain hotel in East Java, Indonesia. We choose to use supervisor as respondent considering supervisor position as top management representative, as operation staff, and also as a person who motivates, subordinates, and encourage innovative work behavior in the work team. We use probability sampling technique, proportional simple random sampling. Overall, we distribute 300 questionnaires to supervisor in chain hotel in East Java, Indonesia. Only 262 of them were returned and no more than 255 questionnaires could be processed for further analysis. We perform data analysis using structural equation modeling or SEM with the analysis of moment structure or AMOS software based on the conceptual framework of this study. In this study, we conducted a two-stage data analysis, here Black, Babin, and Anderson 2010, starting with evaluating the reliability and validity of the data. The measurement model used confirmatory factory analysis and then analyzed the path and path confusion using AMOS 23. All items are measured using all items are measured using an 1 until 5 Likert scale, ranging from strongly disagree to strongly agree. Result and discussion. 4.1. validity test. You can check in the journal article that I shared in the link. Validity test results show that the value of loading factors on 6 procedural justice indicator. After that, 4.2, the reliability test, the composite reliability or CR, value of procedural justice, instructional justice, knowledge collecting, knowledge donating, and innovative work behavior variable. 4.3, the structural model test. We use the fit index to measure the overall suitable of the structural model in this study. 4.4, hypothesis test. The A criteria for the goodness of fit model use are good. It means the model is acceptable and there is a match between the model and the data. 4.5, discussion. The study examines the influence of procedural justice in interactional justice on 2 components of knowledge sharing or knowledge collecting and knowledge donating, and innovative work behavior among supervisors in the chain hotel. The result of this study support H1 and H2 procedural justice has a significant effect on knowledge collecting and knowledge donating. The result of the study, in accord with the perspective of social exchange theory, if supervisors feel that the authorities treat them fairly, consequently, they are more willing to engage procedural justice perceived by supervisor greatly influence the emotion and motivation of supervisor to be willing to perform knowledge collecting and knowledge donating. The result of the study are consistent with previous empirical studies, Yasil and Darley in 2013. The result of the study showed that the influence of instructional justice is greater in knowledge donating than in knowledge collecting. You can see in table 5. This means that fair interaction between the authorities and supervisor will enhance supervisor trust, loyalty, and commitment to donate knowledge to their colleges willingly. This is accordance to Hoxet that Indonesian tend to adhere family culture, which emphasize relation between human being, educational orientation, and the quality of work. In this culture, good relation between the authorities and supervisors will stabilize good communication and clearly delivered information. Thus, judicious instructional justice perceive the supervisor can future knowledge donating. In form of providing knowledge, information skill, expertise, and experience to the college in their respective department. The result of this study proved that the innovative work behavior can be directly influenced by procedural justice and indirectly influenced through knowledge collecting and knowledge donating. 5. Conclusion. This study provides an overview of how procedural justice, instructional justice, knowledge collecting, and knowledge donating influence innovative work behavior, both directly and indirectly. The results show that procedural justice, instructional justice, knowledge collecting, and knowledge donating are important dimensions of innovative work behavior in providing quality service and guest satisfaction in chain hotel in East Java, Indonesia. In addition, this finding indicate that procedural justice and instructional justice have greater influence on innovative work behavior through knowledge collecting and knowledge donating. From a managerial perspective, authorities should recognize that the supervisor willingness to share knowledge with colleagues will contribute to the improvement of innovative work behavior in providing supervisor service to guests. This finding contribute to strengthening the existing literature in hospitality industry. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.